recording started.
Hi everybody, I'm Jim Stahoviak from iCater, and we're ready to do another webinar on an app for students with disabilities. The app we're going to look at today is called iAnnotate PDF. This is it right here. This is an app that costs $9.99 in the App Store. And basically it allows us to pull in any Word document, PDF, PowerPoint, and annotate all over it. We could also then share our annotations, and we can save the annotations to this. So let's dive right in, take a look at how this works. I'm going to tap on iAnnotate. We're going to open it up. The way that this works is again, as we've talked in several of these webinars, you probably need to have some kind of Dropbox account to move things from your computer to your iPad so that you can use it within these apps. And this one's no exception. This one, you can see right here, it says Connections Dropbox. If I go and hit Connections on the side, you can see I can use Box, Google Drive, SkyDrive, WebDAV. I can use any of those things with iAnnotate. So I can attach any of those. Then anything that I've saved, any of those, I can open up in iAnnotate PDF here. And you can see this is my personal Dropbox. So we've got our Christmas card list and whatnot here. But I will scroll down within Dropbox. I'm going to find this PDF over here, and I'm going to open this one up. This is a book chapter that I wrote. You can see now that I have this open. What I'm seeing is the PDF. Then I've got my my controls over on the left side of the screen, or over on the right side of the screen over here. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit so that we can get to the point where we want to start. I will tell you, you can see across the top we have a tab for our PDF that's open. You can have up to 8 PDFs or PowerPoints or 8 documents open and running at the same time within iAnnotate PDF here. So what can we do with iAnnotate? Well, it all revolves around this toolbar on the side. You can see right now I've got 3 toolbars kind of tied together there. When I don't know if you can see this on the screen, but right here there's 2 arrows. So if I take those 2 arrows and swipe to the left, it's going to open up my toolbar for me. And so on this toolbar, what I've got is I've got 2 pencils, I've got a highlighter, underline, a signature bar, a note-taking area, a typing area, a stamp, a bookmark, and a way to lock this down if I want to. So let's take a quick look at each one of these. So with the pencil, if I take and tap up here on the pencil, what is going to happen is I'm going to get all my pencil options. And so what we see here is here's our color. So I tap on the color. I should be able to change that color. I can change it to different shades of red. I can change here the thickness of the line if I want. You can see next to that I have undo and redo. I've got the eraser here. And then this is a palm guard. So if I have a tendency to, while I'm writing, rest my palm on the iPad itself, I can tap this and it pulls up the palm guard. So now if I'm touching in this area, this shaded area down here, it's not going to act as if my hand is touching the iPad at all. So I'm able to write effectively. So with that chosen, I can now go in here and I could use my pencil and I could write something on my screen there. So that's how the pencil works. When I'm done with the pencil, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to hit the check mark. Now I'm going to go hit the highlighter here. When I hit the highlighter, same thing happens. We get the palm guard and we get the highlighter color. What I think is really nice about this highlighter is not just like using a kind of free-flowing highlighter like you see in some of the other apps. With this one, what it does is when you highlight, it makes sure it's highlighting just the text. It's not. It's going to give you a perfect highlight across the text that you want highlighted on your screen. We go down to where it says underline, same idea. We get those same options. We can tap the underline option, change a color if we want, and then when we underline, it underlines directly below what we happened to underline on our screen. And then when we're done with that, we can hit the check mark and we can get back to nothing there. Below that is signature, so if we wanted to sign a document, this is a great way to sign PDFs and keep them electronic. We can choose signature, tap where we want to put our signature, it brings up a signature box. We can sign this, and then we can hit done, and it's going to add our signature to that. So we could add signatures to PDFs that we need to do. If there was notes we wanted to take, we could tap the annotate, the note button. You can see we can change the color of the note. I'm going to just put a note here. I'm going to tap there, and I'm going to type then, read for Monday. So now I've got a note attached to my document here, and I've got it. I can hide it by hitting the minus sign there, but you can see now this yellow area. Maybe yellow is not the best color for this, but we can see that yellow area is a note. When we tap on it, it opens up. Let's go ahead and change that color to something that we can see a little bit better. There we go. So now you can see what the note box would look like. We want to copy this and paste it somewhere else. We just tap the note and hold. Tap and hold our note. It says copy annotation, and then we could go paste it somewhere else. When we hold down, you can see you get paste annotation, note, pencil, signature, typewriter, stamp, bookmark, all those things. We paste it right there. Then we've got that there. The next option down is the typing option, so we can hit the typing button. We can type our notes directly onto this. We can type notes. And we can move those around if we want to on our screen. But we've got notes we can type directly onto our PDF here as well. And then we've got a stamp. With the stamps, you'll see when we tap stamp, it should show us that we've got several different types of stamps. There we go. When we tap our screen, these are all the things you can stamp. So if you wanted somebody to sign something, or you wanted to circle something, or okay something, or any of these things, say somebody did an A+ job, we can put that stamp on the paper. Lots of different stamps we can use. We can bookmark as well. That's all within our first toolbar. When we look down here and it says 1 of 3, if we swipe again, it's going to change our toolbar. So on the second toolbar, what we've got here is some various other things. We can add voice notes to this. So right here we've got a voice note option. We tap on that. We want our sound clip. This is a test of how the audio works on iAnnotate PDF. We hit stop, and now we've got this audio note in here. If I hit play, this is a test of how the audio works on iAnnotate PDF. So we can minimize that, and you should see that we've got a little recording option right there, so that shows our recorded notes. We also have picture options, so we can bring in different pictures. We hit our camera, choose a place to put it. We can use our camera or our photo library. We can pull in something out of our photo library, and now we've got that image in our PDF as well. So really what we're seeing is lots of different ways to annotate PDFs or class notes or whatever you happen to pull in here. This is just an example of a straight line. And then all of these things are different color highlighters just put on one bar. So you can see there's yellow, orange, red, green, blue, purple. I'm going to show you another bar here by sliding to the left. And this bar is, what's really cool about this is we can create our own bars also. So this bar has erase all of our annotations on it. I put that on there. It also has something called email our annotations. I'm going to show you how we can add our own things to these bars. If you look up at the top of this, there's this little plus key. If we hit that plus key, you can see now we have access to every potential tool that's in here. So we've got highlighter, pencil, straight line. This is all stuff that we already have on here. If I scroll down, let's say we want to have print from our current page, which is right over here. Let's say we want access to that in our toolbar. I can take this or open an external application. Let's do that. I can grab that and drag it over to my toolbar, drop it on there, and now that's it. And now we have access to that on our toolbar. So you can see up top here it also says add a toolbar. So if I hit the plus key again, it would add a 4th toolbar to what we have. So we can really pick and choose what there's a lot to this. You can see there's a ton of tools within this. But we can pick and choose what's best for us and put them in these toolbars on the sides so they're quick and easy to access. This is a fairly new feature to this. It makes it a little more user-friendly and helpful when it comes to note-taking. What I want to show you is one that I added here, and it's this button. That is the button to email your annotations. So like with other software programs, they allow you to pull out your annotations to create a study guide. With this, we can tap on that email your annotations and look at what you get here as you can see, it shows, on page 3, drew a red line. On page 3, we highlighted in yellow, and it shows what we highlighted. On page 3, we underlined, and this is what we underlined. There's line drawings. There's imported annotations. When we typed something in, it showed it down here. When we've added a note, it showed our note application in there as well. So we could take this and email it to ourselves and have a study guide of just the annotations that we made within iAnnotate PDF. So this is a really helpful tool for anybody that's taking higher level classes where you're getting PowerPoint slides, where you're getting Word documents, where you're getting PDFs that you need to take notes on. I'm going to just clean this up, show you how to clean it up. We've got our erase all of our annotations here. If I tap on that, I'm going to hit delete, and it's going to take everything off there that we put on that page. It's pretty close to all that I wanted to show you. I guess let me show you, so some of the navigation things do hide. If we look on the left side of the page over here, we see those double arrows again. If we swipe out of that, we can see thumbnail, which gives us a thumbnail view of everything that's on our PDF. Outline, which will show you the bookmarks that we have on here. It'll show all of our annotations over here, although I just cleared them, and then actions that we can do. We can duplicate it, show it in the library, rearrange it, email it, and so on and so forth. This is always going to also, this will always automatically update on your Dropbox or wherever you have it connected as well. So when you make those annotations, it'll sync up and save, and you'll get that on your Dropbox. So when you open it up on your computer, you'll have those annotations as well. So really a neat tool for note-taking in class. It doesn't give you the, record what the instructor's saying and link to your notes, but it gives you lots of capabilities to cut up and do whatever you need to do on notes that you have been given using lots of different types of tools. So for that purpose, I would say this is definitely a worthwhile app, and there's lots of students, lots of professionals that use this as well. It's a pretty popular app. Definitely something I would recommend checking out. That's about all we have for today. If you want to see more about any of the webinars that we've done in the past, you can always go to the iCater Toolkit app, which looks like this. You can find that for free on the App Store. You can download that, and we've got all the webinars that we've done for a year and a half now archived on there. If you have any questions, you can also reach me at james-stachowiak@uiowa.edu or at 319-335-5280. Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you next week.